is the games. Opening up Targi. Played Targi, I believe, one time in life. Great game. I kind of bit it up a little bit for my latest game. Just a little bit though. But you got the expansion coming as soon as another game is released. And hopefully we'll get some good plays out of Targi coming up soon with the expansion. Let's check out this Targi though. Alright, a Targi is a male member of the Tareg people. Is that Tareg? I got a friend named Tareg. Is he named after the Sand people, Tareg people? I don't know, maybe. Okay, who live in the Sahara Desert, but he's Middle Eastern. Could he be African Middle Eastern? No, he's Iranian. Alright, anyway, as tribe leaders, you are in competition to build the most prosperous tribe. To do this, you must trade goods from near, such as dates and salt, and far, such as pepper, in order to earn gold and advantages to ultimately expand your tribes. In the game, the desert is a 5x5 grid of cards. You place your Targi figure on the cards that border the desert and carry out the actions of these cards, as well as the cards at the desert crossroads between them. If you don't go to the trader, you won't be able to trade, or even worse, your opponent will. Or maybe a caravan will bring the goods you desire. The desert is a dangerous place with robbers and rival tribes all vying for the same resources. There are many choices to consider, and the shifting desert sands bring a different set of choices each round. You can win only if you plan shrewdly and always keep some gold in your pocket. Author Andreas Steiger, illustrator Franz Vollwinkle, and graphic designer Imelda Volwilek-Kell. 2021 themes. I mean, this was out way before 2021. When did it really first come out? And who was the designer? I'm sure that's on the cover. Alright, designed by Andreas Steiger. 2 nomadic tribes compete for control of Saharan trade routes. Good old trade routes and spices. Board game 101. Alright, we got a rule book. We got a 4D sheet of chits. VP, I believe. Pepper, dates, salt, gold, turn player token. Yeah. VP 1, 3, and 5. Got these cards. One player is the blue player, one player is the white. And then the robber, I guess, is the black one, or maybe that indicates when the game ends. It goes around until 16 spots. The perimeter of the outside, you get, I think it's a 16 turn game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Unless somebody does something else to trigger the end game earlier. And then wherever you place you're going to place your workers, your color guy, on the outside of 2 of these spaces, and then the intersection you will place your colored cylinder, and then you get to get all 3 of those rewards, I believe. Insert. Nothing hidden. It's not Risk. Risk Legacy game. Risk Legacy. Alright, anyway, yeah, the cards. Should I just try to play this without the expansion, or just wait till the expansion comes? And probably play regular first. Alright, Targi, let's read it. Game overview and goal. A Targi is a male member of the Tareg tribe. In this game, as leaders of the Tareg, players compete to have the most prosperous tribe. We already read that. Alright, 80 game cards, including 45 tribe cards, 19 goods cards, 16 border cards, 8 gold tokens. So it's always going to be them same 16, I believe, but I think you can change the order. But 8 gold tokens, 6 Targi figures, 4 tribe markers, 1 robber figure, 30 goods tokens, 10 dates, 10 salt, 10 pepper, 1 starting player token, the amulet, 15 VP, 6 of 1, 5 of 3, and 4 of the 5 pointers. Game preparation. Before the first game, carefully separate all the pieces from the die cut board. The players should seat themselves so that they can both read the writing on the cards easily. The 16 border cards form the edges of the playing area and are laid out as shown in the illustration, framed in red. They are placed in order from 1 to 16 with the numbers in the upper left corner of each card. The border cards remain in the same positions throughout the game. Note, the functions of the border cards are explained by the symbols on the fronts of the cards. On the backs, the functions are described in words. During the first game, rather than learning the symbols before playing the game, you can simply place the cards with the back sides facing up to show the writing. And you can also turn the cards over at any time during a game to read the writing on the back, of course. Alright, I like it. Alright, shuffle the goods cards and tribe cards separately. Then draw 9 cards. 5 goods cards and 4 tribe cards, and lay them face up on the center spaces in the alternating pattern shown in the illustration on the next page. Yeah, so okay, so the 16 are stationary, but the middle ones, they might get some variance, but they got to be in a certain staggered positioning. Alright, place the stack with the remaining tribe cards next to the tribal expansion border card, and the stack with the remaining goods cards next to the caravan border on the left. The goods, gold, and VP tokens are placed next to the playing area as general supply. Set the robber next to the number 1 border card, noble. Each player gets 3 Targi figures, 2 tribe markers of their color. Each player gets 2 dates, 2 salt, 2 pepper, 1 gold. One thing I'm really liking too is how this rule book, they take that extra mile, they take the forethought to bold or make it a different color important stuff. So you don't have to sit up and read every word in the rule book. Just like, you're trying to sit down and play a quick game. Okay, yeah, what's bolded? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the important stuff my eyes need to take notice of and just do it. Then I'll figure out the rest of the game easily from the last time I played. All right, but anyway, 2 dates, 2 salt, 2 pepper, 1 gold, and 2 VP tokens with the total value of 4. 1 1-point token and 1 3-point. The player who lasts 8 dates will go first and takes the first turn. If neither player has eaten dates, the blue player starts. I haven't eaten dates in about a year. Haven't had a date in about a year. Ha ha ha. Gameplay, game overview. In each round, the players take turns placing their 3 Targi figures on the border cards. Each player then places their 2 tribe markers on the center cards at the intersections drawn between 2 Targis of their color. Then the players carry out their actions indicated by the cards on which their Targi figures and tribe markers are standing. Players must place their figures skillfully in order to collect the most VP. The game ends when one player has assembled 12 tribe cards or the robber has circled the field of play once. Course of play. You advance the robber 1 border card. At the start of each round, the robber is advanced to the next border card in clockwise direction. In the first round, the robber is placed on the noble border card. A Targi figure can't be placed on the card occupied by the robber. If the robber reaches a corner card, there is a raid in which the players lose goods or VP or gold as well later in the game. Placement of the Targi figures by turns. Beginning with the starting player, the players take turns positioning their 3 Targi figures 1 by 1. Each player occupies the 3 border cards that they want. Each player occupies the 3 border cards that they want to use this round. No figures may be placed on the following cards: on the card where the robber is standing, on a raid corner card, on a card where one of the player's own Targi or one of the opposing player's Targi is standing, on a card opposite of the opposing player's Targi. Okay, many cards offer advantages during the game. Some advantages are one-time, whereas others are permanent. The detailed descriptions are written on the cards as soon as a tribe card has been displayed. All right, we going into 10 minutes, but benefits. Each player can work on several roles at a time. The cards remain in place the entire game. Exception The tribe cards are grouped according to 5 symbols: the whale, camel rider, oasis, Targia, Kemp. If one of the player manages to complete a roll in which all 4 cards have the same symbol, he will get an extra 4 VP at the end of the game. If all 4 cards in a row are 4 different symbols, that player receives 2 extra VP. Yeah, so they're talking about you got a personal play. I kind of skipped over this. Okay, each player uses their tribe cards that they've obtained, and then that he sees stuff is kind of stupid. Just say there. Stupid. That they've obtained to create their own display. The display consists of 3 rows of 4 cards each. In each row, the cards are displayed from left to right. You don't have to finish one row before starting the next. Alright, so you got your own little 4x3 tableau trying to score points with the cards that you pick up from the middle, because the outsider ones are stationary. Raid. When the robber is placed on a raid card, the players must hand over what is shown on the card. Starting with the current starting player, each player decides whether to return VP or goods back to the supply, or 1 gold in the case of a last raid card. Then the robber is immediately advanced to the next border card, and the player position their Targi figures in turn. Limitations on gold and goods at the end of the round. The amounts of goods and golds you're allowed to take to the next round is limited. If a player has more than 10 goods or more than 3 gold after carrying out their action, they have to return the extra material to the supply. Yeah, like, I mean, rules authors, please don't waste time writing he and she every time. Just do there. The player decides for themselves, his or herself. That's so stupid. The players may have a larger quantity of goods and gold, which they may use to pay for tribe cards for exchange with the trader. All right. End of the game scoring. The game ends at the end of the round in which one player has grabbed up their 12th tribe card, or if the robber buddy has made it all the way around. Oh, okay. I think I messed up and skipped over a lot of this game. But uncovering new goods and tribe cards, and then you just add another one to the middle of the grid. Alright, but anyway. And last page, the game also ends if the robber reaches the 4th raid card in this case. Yeah. Alright, well, that's Targi. Be on the lookout for a gameplay and me unboxing the expansion coming soon. Oyo Games. Like, comment, subscribe. Alright, I got too hasty. Let's check out a few cards too. Alright, Raid, that's the 16th grid outside. Excuse me. Each player must surrender 1 gold. Gold in here, or 3 VP. The game ends immediately after. Only the robber may be placed on this card. 1-time salt. Whenever I guess the robber gets there, you get some salt or something. Tribal expansion, caravan, raid again. 1-time pepper, silversmith, Fata Morgana, Mirage. You may move 1 of your tribe markers from a card in the center area to another unoccupied central card. Raid. Each player must surrender 2 goods of his or her choice or 1 VP. All right. Dates, pepper, trader, raid, salt, dates, noble. All right, tribe card. Yeah, so on the back of these cards, yeah, so in the middle of these little 9 spots, you're gonna have to stagger 5 and 4 tribe cards versus you got tribe cards and goods cards, and then there. All right, so yeah, I guess you'll play them face, I guess they'll be sitting like this face down. Then you'll add some of them to that 3x3 in the middle. And then they're just different stuff. And then once you get the stuff, then you'll add certain cards. I guess these cards, the tribe cards, to your personal tableau. And then I guess if you pay the resources, then you get the VP at the end. Something like that. Alright, and then, yep, and again, you can flip these outside grid cards and get the whole explanation. But like once you know the game, you can just look at the symbols. But in your first game, you can just have them face up. Alright, going for real this time.